Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Good morning, everybody. Oh my goodness, here we go. We're going to be discussing today the new fresh racism claims made by Meghan, which I believe he would never have done without the directions of Harry and Meghan. Also, Meghan has announced she will be returning to the UK next year. Let's go. We all remember when Meghan and Harry went on the Oprah show and made those allegations of racism. And what happened after that? Well, the furor eventually died down because that's what usually happens after these kinds of things. So just in case somehow you forgot what was said, watch this.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born. Right now, there are several conversations.
There's a conversation with you,
with Harry,
about how dark your baby is going to be?
Potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
And when she's asked to name this person, this is her response.
And you're not going to tell me who had the conversation?
I think that would be very damaging to them.
Of course, because calling racism and claiming somebody is racist in the royal family, but not naming them, that's not damaging at all. She was able to damage everybody without naming anybody. Very interesting. Please note that her wording insinuates it was just one person. Now, let's hear what Harry had to say when he was asked about it. Do you all remember this?
Okay.
That conversation I'm never going to share.
Can you tell us what the question was?
No, I'm not comfortable sharing that. But at the time it was awkward. I was a bit shocked.
So if you heard what Harry said, he specifically said it was a conversation, as in one conversation, and that's it. The conversation also took place before they were married, not while Meghan was pregnant, and he never did say the context of the conversation. Finally, let me refresh your memory with this video clip. Watch this.
So when Harry's dad becomes king, automatically Archie and our next baby would become prince or princess or whatever they're going to be. But also, it's not their right to take it away, right? And so I think even with that convention I'm talking about, while I was pregnant, they said they want to change the convention for Archie. Well, why?
Did you get an answer?
No.
You still don't have an answer?
No.
So I often wondered why they made those allegations without any proof that they want to change the convention and not make her children prince or princess. And now we know why. Apparently, Charles has been talking for years about slimming down the monarchy. And apparently, right before they sat down for the Oprah show, they finally were told that no, their children would not be getting the titles. The thought behind it, per Charles, is he wants to limit the number of key royals, believing the public doesn't wish to pay for an ever-expanding monarchy. So even though they'd stepped away as working royals and were living in another continent, they're claiming it's due to racism. So how does this all tie together? Well, Meghan opened his trap and has fresh racism claims, and now he's claiming that not one but several conversations took place about Archie's skin color, and is insinuating now that it's not just one member of the family but multiple members of the family. So they're going to try to stir the pot up again because they didn't get what they wanted the first time around. So according to Scooby-Doo, he says that the family knew about that one comment that Harry and Meghan claimed, but were unsympathetic to their complaint. And then other conversations followed the first one, and it became a bigger issue because the two of them suspected it was not just the one person who was worried about Archie's skin color. So now they're broadening the spectrum to include the whole family. So for those who are wondering where this is leading, listen to this. Omid claimed that he had heard who made the initial remark, but he only had one source. But he cryptically said, and I'm quoting, at the same time, the biggest conversation was, quote, did this come from a senior member of a royal family, a future head of state? If that individual is a head of state, then we as a public have a right to know because, of course, that is someone that is our head of state, head of the Commonwealth. And if they have an issue with race, we should know. He's pointing that finger right at Charles directly to get back at him for taking the prince title from Archie. And do we all remember when the Queen responded by saying that the issues were taken seriously, but some recollections may vary? Well, Omid said that the Queen's statement, quote, cleverly uses the phrase recollections may vary to cast doubt on Harry and Meghan's version of events, but didn't denounce racism in any way whatsoever. This man just crapped on the Queen. I'm not even British, and I want to slap him. Now, Harry and Meghan really stirred the pot with that Oprah interview because it created a media frenzy of who was the racist in the family. Listen to this.
It's now an international guessing game. Who in the royal family would say such a thing?
I don't think it actually is fair to the royal family to not name the supposed racist.
So, could it have been Harry's father, Prince Charles, his brother William, somebody else? So far, at least, nobody knows.
Now, in their usual style, Harry and Meghan always release information whenever the royal family's got something going on. And this all came out on the same day that Catherine had a panel of experts at the London School of Economics to discuss the inaugural report of her new Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood. Try as they might, they did not upstage this woman. Look how fabulous she looks, even in the rain. Now, here's the complete hypocrisy. Meghan is telling Omid, who's now releasing it to the world, that she will return to the UK next year for the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. She's giving the UK plenty of time to get used to the idea. She's going to ride in a carriage. She's going to wave at everybody. What I don't understand is how you can go on national TV and call the family racist and have your friend Omid stir the pot like this and then claim in your next breath that you're going to go hang out with that very family. I find the hypocrisy to be just unbelievable. Like, I can't even. It's Finn update time. Now that, and you can hear him barking in the background, he's definitely feeling better. Now that he's not coughing quite so much, we're letting him run around in the backyard again. And he goes into what I call stealth mode, looking for animals. And then he takes off like a shot. Watch this. Stealth mode. And there it goes. And now I'd like to give a shout out to one of my followers. I will not identify them. Most people I find don't want to be identified. They like to be quiet and anonymous in the background. They donated $100, a very large amount of money, to my coffee fund, but then emailed me and asked me to use this money towards Finn. And I want you to know that that's exactly what we're doing. The medical bills were quite high for Finn. We're still taking him in and out with that cough. So I want to say thank you very much. And yes, every penny that you sent went towards paying his medical bills. So, a lot to cover. What do you guys think about the new fresh racism claims? I believe they're stirring the pot again because they didn't get what they wanted the first time around and they're running out of things to say. And what do you think about Meghan saying that they will return for the Queen's Jubilee next year for sure? Wow, I'm stunned. Don't forget to leave your comments below. Don't forget you can email me. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. Please don't forget about my coffee fund, which has now become a coffee/alcohol/Finn medical bill fund. And as always, you guys have a great day.